With Straightsmile Solutions, straightsmilesolutions.com, and let's talk today a little bit more about how to submit a case within the Invisalign Clincheck portal. If you are doing an IPE or RPE case on top, but you're looking to do Invisalign on the bottom to upright the curvus B to make more space so that you don't get into Brody or buccal crossbite, this is how you submit it. And it's a little bit clunky right now, the process. There's no way to do it together. And of course, if you're doing an IPE or Invisalign palatal expander, there is going to be an additional lab fee for that. It's going to be separate from your lab fee for your Invisalign First or your Invisalign Comprehensive case. So you just have to keep that in mind. It doesn't really sync, so you have to kind of just tell them what's going on. So this would be, normally I have a click it through protocol, which is just click it through, right? Just take the defaults, click it through. But these three screenshots are screenshots from the Clincheck portal. And of course, every time I do something like this, I have to, according to my lawyers, say that these are not my property. These are property of Invisalign Align Technology or Clin-Check. I don't have any collaboration with them in any way, shape, or form. I do not work for them. I've never taken a cent from them. They did not give me permission to take these screenshots, but this is only gonna help you do more Invisalign cases. So they have, in the last few years, they have not complained. Let's put it that way. In the past, they have. I think they realize now I'm not out to get them. I'm out to just educate doctors because, in my opinion, they're not doing the greatest job at educating people how to do things right without paying a giant price. And not all of you want to pay a giant price for their educational programs. You just want to do cases. So this is how you do it. So just all the regular defaults that you have. Of course, it really depends on if you are a member of the engines, it can mess up your defaults. So hopefully you're not a member of any of the engines so that you can just go with the regular defaults. If you do the personalized plan, this is going to be different. So this is assuming you don't have Invisalign personalized plan. So for a teen or a child, when you are expanding the top arch, you're going to always have your default as correct, not do not correct. So you're going to have to toggle that. You're also going to have to toggle this. Usually the default is as needed. You're going to have to move it to primarily or primarily. Now, of course, if you look at the initial set or CBCT sagittal, and if you don't know, by the way, if what I'm saying, if any of this is not making 100% sense, you really need to work with an orthodontist on submitting your cases, and or you should just go through my Invisalign playlist. And that is after you take an intro course on Invisalign First and Straightwire, which is the foundation of Invisalign. You'll never, ever, ever be able to scale Invisalign and do it right and understand it unless you understand braces and phase one and airway first. It's just how it is. It's just how orthodontists learn. I'm sorry, you won't. I've done this 23 years now, and I can tell you, you won't be able to understand it. And it's not that hard to understand. Just you guys are learning things backwards. So I want to go ahead. And I do have resources for that. If you want to learn more about that, reach out to me. I have free and paid resources depending on if you want CE or not. Anyways, so toggle this to primarily, and of course none for IPR for kids and teens. If you do take the CEF or CBCT SAG and you see that the incisors are crazy proclined, you're looking at the numbers on that, or your eyeball has been trained to recognize that, then you're not going to want primarily for procline. You might say none or as needed. So just keep that in mind. If you don't know how to read a CEF, you need to learn how to do this, or a CBCT SAG. And lastly, special instructions, expand arches only and align, don't address midlines and AP in this version. This is even more critical if there's a shift. So keep that in mind. And also, even if you're just doing a case that maybe has a shift or you're not sure if it has a shift, this would be the exact same protocol to submit. Even if you were doing all Invisalign upper and lower, no RPE, no IPE, this is how you'd submit it. Boom, boom, boom. The rest of it is going to be defaults. And if you ever want help with a case submitting, we're glad to help you one-on-one. We do provide that service as well. So reach out to us at straightsmilesolutions.com and definitely check out our entire Invisalign playlist, which is free. No, we do not have an Invisalign course. I feel that would be a conflict of interest and I might get myself in trouble with Invisalign, so I choose not to do that. They do have courses. I'm not saying I have taken them because I would not pay to take one of their courses. I pay to take the orthodontic courses from the orthodontists because that's much more my level. I'm not going to take the GP courses. You guys always ask me. I'm like, if they invite me to come, I'm not paying for my travel, but if they want to invite me to come and sit in on it, I'll give you my opinion, but I'm not paying for it. So that has never happened. So therefore, I have not taken any of these engine courses. The only thing I know is what I've been told by other people who have taken them and what the cases look like afterwards. And my answer is meh. So I think you guys can do it for free. You don't need to pay for this stuff. But I still think Invisalign is an incredible product. Hopefully I did not confuse you. All right, thanks so much.